Guys, I got wrecked. Completely trashed my monitor, all my Bitcoin longs, Brent went to zero, and I'm out the game. No, that's not true. I found this online, I thought it was super funny, and if this is you right now, maybe cryptocurrency isn't for you. But in this video, I'm going to give you some massive buy signals I just found, and I'm going to explain this down in a deep dive way, just to keep you guys calm. There's a lot of bullish news happening right now, especially with this bounce. Seems that I bought the local bottom. I'm not going to say it's the bottom forever, but I sniped some good prices the other day, and I hope you did too. And I think we're kind of in the good way for now. You never know, and I'm going to talk about that now. So I want to explain this real quick. Imagine selling your altcoins at minus 20 to minus 40%, when in the future, 8 to 12 months is all you have to wait. What I believe in, you can sell these for 5 to 10 to 20x plus, right? So if you're selling your coins, or you did sell your coins, you missed out on a massive opportunity, man. And I don't want you guys to buy back in lower. Just exit the game, get out cryptocurrency. This is not for you. We have been through the worst 2-year bear market, 22 to 23. That was very brutal if you were in the game. It was disgusting. We just could not get entries. It was game over. But if you were DCing in, okay, DCA, nibbling, DCA, what'll happen is, and I promise you, by 2025, you make a fuck ton of money. If you buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, it's not for you, man, and this will be you. I promise you this, trillions are coming to crypto by 2025. Do not get shaken out now. You got shaken out the other day. Do not get shaken out. Bitcoin will hit 100k plus eventually, and Ethereum will smash 10k. After this, small caps will make you $1 million. So crypto, I thought this is very interesting. This is so true. There's so many stories like this. A lot of people, like 99% of people, in my opinion, lose. Some people don't agree with it, and that's fine. But a lot of people do lose a lot of money, but nobody talks about that because you never see about the regular person. But cryptocurrency, a regular person can turn $1,000 to $1 million within a year. I found so many posts on Reddit, but I didn't want to go over this too much. But this example, 4 figs got this guy to 6 figs, and a few grand away from 7 figures. And that happened to me. I invested not 4 figs, I invested actually 6 figs, and I rid that for pretty much a 10x, 950 grand. But I rid this all the way back down. This guy actually cashed out because his friend called him at 2 a.m. I think this was on Shiba, and he said, take your effing profits, so he did. So this guy took 4 figures to pretty much $1 million. And honestly, he'll never have to work another day in his life. 7 figures is a lot of money. It's not going to, it depends what age you are and depends how much your spending is, but what 7 figures can do, it can get you in the game. It can just get you buying Bitcoin, Ethereum long term, get some yield, buy a property, and you'll never have to worry about cash again once you hit 7 figures and you know what you're doing with your money. If you take that 7 figures and roll it to another altcoin, it's a risk game. That is not what I want you guys to do. I think what we should all do is, once we get to 7 figures, is play the safe game. And I hate to say that, but with most of the cash, play the safe game. Sure, with 100 grand, 50 grand, once you get there, play the risky game and try and do it again. But at least lock in profits in safe investments, man. If you're just playing this roulette game over and over again, what is the point? What is the point? Let's get rich, let's get financially free, and let's get out the game. Because that is what crypto can do. You can't do it in your job, you can't do it in the stock market, you can't do it in real estate. It is just way harder, way effing harder. So the 2 charts below, and I'm going to show you some more charts, are the most bullish short-term signals for quick cash I can see right now. So plan B, if you guys know this, 2017 or 2021 bull run, what you noticed here is we had some reds going on. We kind of went up, down, up, down. What we did was up, down, up, down. And what happened after this is what I expect is something like this. Now, this is not going to happen tomorrow, next month, or even the month after. I'm expecting end of 2024 to be something like this. There will be little dips along the way. This chart doesn't show like little hiccups along the way. What we can see, and what I believe, is this is 100k, this is 150. We might get somewhere in between here, and that is game over. So what I'll draw in this chart is I use my Gordon Gauge indicator. You can check out our private community in the link in description if you want to join it out and get access to it and get access to DeFi pools, etc., and help us, transform your wealth for this bull run. But I've put most of the top coins that I like on the 2-hour chart. And what this chart does is it tracks a buy signal. You can see the massive liquidation where everybody was getting wrecked down here, right? This was absolutely brutal down here. Everybody was getting wrecked. But what you can see is we just flipped to green. So that was Bitcoin. You can see H bar just flipped to green. It's funny how all these charts are exactly the same. Even Brett just flipped to green. ICP just flipped to green. Render just flipped to green. Solana flipped to green. Don't you think it's funny how all these charts always follow each other? Bitcoin goes to Ethereum, Solana, TON, XRP, even though XRP, hasn't really done anything last year. Sorry, XRP holders, but that's just reality. If you've been 100% all in one coin, hopefully you're not. But all these money starts to flow. You can even see the sandbox literally just about to flip to green. Illuvium, I'm not sure in this one. Yeah, literally just flipped to green. Sui, not sure in this one. Oh wait, just flipped to green. Isn't this just a telltale sign that on the short term, this is on the 2 hours by the way, but on the short term, this looks great. This looks great for trades if you are a trader or you want to at least make some quick cash. This is absolutely fantastic because you could have got great entries. I sniped the bottom when we were still in red, to be fair, but I am up massively on the buys I did a couple of days ago on that trade in London. So that is great. Now, if you are understanding macro events, this is what you need to know. So whales are accumulating Bitcoin at a very high price. The supply shock is coming now because many countries are now FOMOing into BTC with billions. And again, if you're not interested in Bitcoin, what happens is, this is Bitcoin, this is Ethereum. Again, let's just show you that in real time. What happens is Bitcoin, Ethereum goes, and then you can see BNB. You can see the difference. Bitcoin 4%, Ethereum 2%. It's funny how Solana is 12%, BNB. You see how these smaller caps, most of them are starting to go up more percent than Bitcoin. Stacks 9%, TOA 6%, Dog with Hat 30%, Sui 7%. And if you go to meme coins, I'm pretty sure what you'll see, there we go. Dog with Hat 20, Bonk 6, Popcat 26, Brett 3. All these smaller cap coins are money starting out to funnel in. Now the only problem is if you're in most of these coins when it's a big whoopsie doopsie like we had 2 days ago, the opposite will be true. You'll lose way more money. You'll lose way more money. But if you understand how to get out, get in, if you are playing that game, you can make a fuck ton of money, brother. You can make a fuck ton of money. So let's talk about on-chain data summary. I summed this up because I wanted to make this super, super clear. So here's good signs. We'll always talk about bad signs. So hash rate recovery. The power and speed of Bitcoin mining are almost back to the highest levels ever in the USA. It costs about 43k now to mine one Bitcoin. It's crazy, right? This means mining should stay steady unless price drops a lot. And we're absolutely fine. We've bought that dip and we're absolutely back in the game. The whale accumulation, which is very good for long term, at least for the 2025 bull run. The big Bitcoin investors, the whales, institutionals, the Michael Saylors, the pensioners with 5 to 10 million plus, they're buying more. Wallets that hold Bitcoin for a long term have added 404,000 BTC, including 40,000 BTC in the US spot ETFs in the last months. New big investors are also coming back in the game. That is very, very good for us if you're playing the bull run 2025 cycle. Retail, small investors, regular people are not buying as much, similar to mid-2020. And what happened after mid-2020, after COVID crash? We went like this. And then all these little FOMO guys that don't understand, they started to buy. Reduced old whale activity. So whales have now held Bitcoin for over 3 years, sold to new whales March and June. Now these old whales are not selling too much. This is great. Now bad signs, we need to talk about this. Macro risk, big on up your risk. Obviously, a lot of things going on in the world right now. People to sell their Bitcoin. Recently, there were large Bitcoin deposits by Jump Traded and Binance saw the highest daily deposits this year. Bearish indicators. Some indicators suggest that the market might be down, but they are not very strong yet. If these bad things continue for weeks to 2 weeks, it could be hard for the market to bounce back. But I honestly think we have bounced back again. Short term, we don't know too much, but we do know long term. So, sign you off on this quick video. Reminder, holding is not easy. If you're already worried about a minus 30% dip, then crypto is not for you, because this is what most people think life is about. You just get to the finishing ride. This is 2025, right? And what it really is, this is really what it sums up. This is just, think of this as like a Bitcoin chart, right? So what happens is we have our big whoopsie doopsie. All these guys panic. They buy the tops again. Big whoopsie doopsie. It's just you want to do the opposite. What you want to do is either you do one or two things. You buy here and you just stomach all this shit and you sell, take little sales here. Or if you understand charts and you have a DC indicator like our Garden Gauge, what you can do is you can sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. But you still have some accumulation, if that makes sense. And also, what we like to do, as you guys know, is our Brett pools. I opened another pool up on Ethereum USDC the other day on the base chain, which is printing very, very nice and very, very safe. You can accumulate 1.6k in a couple of days now. 9,000 Brett for free, almost 0.3 Ethereum. This is very good because what happens by 2025, all these free coins that we got to accumulate, it's going to be worth a fuck ton more than the dollar value today. For example, this dollar value today, I think this is going to be worth about 15k in the future if Brett can continue to do well and continue to dominate and get to $10 billion market cap, which I think is very easy for Brett to do. That is fucking crazy in my opinion. I don't mean to swear too much, but I just think so many people are panicking. And you need to do the opposite of what the people around you are doing. If I walk outside, I'm in Spain right now, and I walk outside and even mention Bitcoin, all people would do right now is they would open up their charts, they would see, for example, Bitcoin, they would see this, and they would go, nah, I'm not interested. But they don't understand how you play this cryptocurrency game, and hopefully you do, man. Hopefully you have a good day today. Keep in the game, keep strong, and let's have a beautiful rest of this run, man. We're so effing early, but there's not going to be enough time if you guys are panicking. You know, the time's ticking along. We're in August right now. It'll be September, October, November, December. And honestly, I believe once we're in 2025, most of the juicy gains are going to be gone. Sure, there's still going to be some opportunities, but let's take the next 3 to 6 months super, super seriously. If there's more dips to come, we need to fill up the bags. We need to get the active income high. We need to keep working our ass off, and we need to fill up our main positions. We come to liquidity pools and coins we like. If you want to do that, we start accumulating. We maybe have a GG indicator if you're interested in that. We maybe start some trading, or we maybe start looking at some better snipes for the hodl positions. And that's how you print an F ton of money by 2025. I'm very, very bullish long term. Short term, I'm not interested in. And that's all you guys need to know. And you need to understand what your plan is for this bull run. Good luck.